everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today I am going to be reviewing the last book in the Infernal Guard trilogy, and it is Severance, still by S.G.D. Singh. In this book, the goal of the main characters is to try to fulfill the prophecy that the Asura don't want fulfilled. Their goal is basically to stop the world from ending. Their goal is basically to save the world. The book starts off with us following a character called Brandy, and I was like, okay, is she going to be kind of like Jax? Because Jax was introduced in the beginning of the second book, and she turned out to be an important character for the plot, and she is an important character in this book too. But Brandy wasn't really an important character directly, Brandy herself, but her actions were important for the plot of the book. She did small little things for the Underworlders, and then she got a task to kill this baby, but then when she got to the hospital and saw the baby, she couldn't do it, and she decided to save the baby, and so this baby was not just an ordinary baby, it was a very important baby because it was Silas, and he's the savior slash the chosen one, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I am so thankful that Asha is not the chosen one slash the savior, because that would be such a cliche, and I'm really glad that this series actually had someone else as the savior slash the chosen one. The book has multiple POVs, and every book has had multiple POVs. And the different POVs are very cohesive, and it's just there's never like a point of view that you dread. It's not like, oh, we're in that point of view again, I can't wait to go to the next one. You know, there's not a certain POV that you are dreading or that is dull. All of the POVs, all of the points of views are equally entertaining. And it's just so typical for books that have more than one point of view for you to be like, oh, when are we going to the next character? I hate this point of view, it is so boring. But that is not the case in this book and in the trilogy in general. Just because all of the points of views are equally entertaining. I guess this has kind of been like a theme throughout all the books, but there is like, because in the first book there was illustrations of the different weapons, which were really helpful, and here we have like a map of the different Infernal Guard quarters, and there is also like a list of all the realms, both the upper world and the underworld. So there's that, and I didn't really flip as much to these pages as I did with like the weapon pages in the first book, but this was helpful, even though I didn't use it much. It is helpful. Because there is a lot of mention of different Infernal Guard headquarters and such throughout the book. I guess you could call it a theme, so a theme that was very present in this book was trying to change fate. Because the main characters were trying to prevent the fate or the destiny that the Asura were setting them up for. And the Asura were trying to prevent the fate, the destiny that the main characters were setting the Asura up for. And there were other, for example, Lexi and her soulmate. She was trying to prevent that from happening because she did not want that to happen, and that was really a big inner conflict for her that she struggled with throughout the book. And there were a lot of different elements, examples of fate throughout the book, and I think it was really a central theme. And then I just need to say this because the Upper Worlder squad, Satan, Satish, I don't know, mate. I'm not sure, but yes, Satish and Dinesh, they really reminded me of Akiva, Liras, and Hasael from Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I guess it's just, it was probably, like, I think it was mostly the sibling element, but I think it was also because of they're all angelic, I guess you could say, but they just were kind of similar to me, and I was like, speaking of characters that remind me of other characters, Nidon kind of really reminds me of Simon from The Mortal Instruments, but he also kind of really reminds me of Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So basically, Nidon just reminds me of every character that I love and adore. I think it was a good conclusion to a good series, and I really do recommend this series. That's basically it for this video. I hope I remembered to say everything I wanted to say. I'm going to make a book talk as well that might come out, that might be uploaded in like a week's time. I don't know. Subscribe subscribe if you want to see that. But it's coming. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!